So we're doing the new series, right? We've been doing for a while, and we're thinking of the new. And when the Bible talks about the new, now, interestingly enough, Nathan asked me, compassions or new mercies? I myself, because I looked through 2 or 3 versions of English Bible, and it says his compassions are new every morning. But funnily enough, in Spanish is his mercy is present in the meeting. I don't know, but what would be in French? Is it compassions or mercy? So I take both, and they're quite similar, so I don't have a problem with that. But just to let you know that, yeah, if you read the Bible in Spanish, it will say new mercies. But in English, it's new compassions. So let's read the next verse, the verse where we basing this talk on. And it says, because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for they are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I say to myself, the Lord is my portion, therefore I will wait for him. Now, I would like you to think about the letters in bold, new every morning, and hence the little picture there of a sunshine in the morning. Well, I imagine it's the morning. It doesn't have to be. With the crops growing, and the other thing I would like us to focus on, because it's got the next link, is the Lord is my portion. And I wonder why the prophet Jeremiah was thinking about that. Why did he feel? How did he experience that his compassions were new every morning, and it's almost there was enough portion that he needed to survive. You know what? Bless Jeremiah went through absolutely everything there is to go through, and he had a tough life, and yeah, he is also known as the weeping prophet. And he wrote a book on Lamentations. That says it all, doesn't it? But yet, he saw the sunshine and thought, oh, wow, because of the Lord great love, we are not consumed. His compassions never fail. They are new every morning, and they are my portion. So I like us to compare these portions of mercy, compassion of God every morning. And let's go to the next slide. So we're going to compare the new compassions, the new mercy every morning to manna. Do you remember in Exodus 16, when the people of Israel like walking across the desert, and it's been a while now, and there isn't food because it's a desert, so there's not like fruity trees and animals everywhere. So the Lord, he is a grumble, and they complain, and they go to Moses with a problem, and the Lord said, I'm gonna send you the portion you need every day. And so let's read that. I highly recommend you to read the whole of Exodus. I only wrote a few. I realized I wrote Exodus 16:4 and 21 only. I skipped the verse 8, but you'll get the picture. Then the Lord said to Moses, I will rain down bread from heaven for you. The people are to go out each day and gather enough for that day. In this way, I will test them and see whether they will follow my instructions. And then the verse 21 says, each morning, everyone gathered as much as they needed. And when the sun grew hot, it melted away. On the sixth day, they gathered twice as much, to almost for each person. And the leader of the community came and reported this to Moses. Now, in the bulletin also went the Bible study that accompanies, that goes with this talk. And of course, in the Bible study, we can expand a little bit more. And I threw some questions for you. One of the things that I recommend is that you read the whole of Exodus 16. And the word bread, when you think of bread, think of bread. Would you like to eat all bread and dry and, hard? And no, when you think of bread, you think of fresh, even the smell, if you have a bread maker at home, like the wheat bread have at home, they bake their own bread. They have this machine and they put the ingredients in, and the smell, I've been there when the bread was baking, and oh my goodness. And during the first lockdown, we did a lot of baking bread. I can't actually say it was great success. It was always flatter than we expected, but nevertheless, the smell, the freshness of it, right? That's the image that comes to mind. Now, I don't want to shift away too much from the topic, but do think about these words from the prophet Jeremiah. His compassions are new every morning. The sun portion, however small or big, for you every day. Now, does it happen to you that sometimes you don't have new stories of his mercy, his compassion to tell? You just rely a little bit on all stories, of his care, of the way he demonstrates his compassion to you. And maybe you have this, this story or this, oh yeah, remember God was great in 1995 when, this and that happened to us. And that's great, because actually the Bible encourages us to count his blessings, and to remember. All the Old Testament is about remembering his blessings. But adding the new. Don't miss out the portion for today. What else do I have? So, yeah, his compassions are new every morning. And my question to finish this talk is, are you gathering them? Are you noticing them? Like the manna got sent down from heaven. Now, let me tell you a little thing that happened to people of Israel. God was very specific and very clear. And he did say, do not gather for the next day. Gather the portion for you, your family, according to your household numbers, but do not keep anything for the next day, apart, except from Sabbath. The day before, you gather double portion and it will last. Now, again, be good for us to read the whole chapter 16, because it does say that people kind of forgot about that is little instructions, and they started gathering. Oh, since we're here, let's gather for the next day. And when it was only the next day, come on, how bad can it go? And it went really bad. It smelled, stank actually. It had maggots just for keeping the next day. And it was rotten, it was old, it was useless. So there wasn't much point of gathering extra. What is the point with this? His compassions are new every morning. I encourage you strongly today to look for the new, to see. I love this picture that we're looking together. That sunrise, behind the mountains. I know a lot of us are going through very, very, very difficult times, and there isn't much to see, to enjoy. And I'm not saying that. I enjoy, forget about the hardship. But it just look at the small portion of today's mercy. And that is pretty much I stop sharing now. And that's pretty much the talk for today. Can we close in prayer and just ask the Lord to help us see what is today's blessing. I liked, actually, thank you, Nathan, for sharing just before my talk, the image that you have from your cat and the ball, in the cat's mind, hey, my ball should be here because it's always here and no one moves it, and then I'm going to go hungry because that's my ball and that's a place, and who's messing up with my life, and and Nathan wasn't like trying hard to play tricks. He just said, mate, it's only like 4 inches away, and the cat could not see it. And yeah, can we think a little bit of that? Just look at your right and your left and say, Lord, please. And I'm going to turn this into a prayer. Lord, you assigned a portion for me today, for my brothers and sisters today. Lord, some people here are going through grief, through physical pain, through challenges, through lack of hope. Some of my brothers and sisters are going through despair or times of absolutely flat and not seeing anything remarkable. Lord, can you help us to see the portion that you assigned for us today, that new compassion, so we can praise your name. Amen.